The Irish accent is one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest. The Irish accent is one of the hardest accents. I'm sorry if I'm offending you right now. But this is my process.
It's okay, I don't
This is my
care.
process.
Saoirse.
Saoirse.
Yeah.
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan. Saoirse Ronan is one of the strongest. Strong. There we go. Strong. All right. Morning.
We're at this point, we're on our 9th day of shooting.
Yeah.
You know, the cast has been going hard. We're shooting a lot of pages, not a lot of breaks, just enough turnaround to have everybody back and get some sleep. So people are starting to get tired.
Yeah, when you work on a show and you're doing 12-hour days, and we were doing 12 hours at least with, tear down and setup, it was longer. You don't really have time for anything else. You wake up, you work, you go home. Maybe you get to watch like one episode of Friends on Netflix before you go to bed. That's your relax.
Mr. Lonely, I've got nobody.
Cross coverage and then insert one I think some people were starting to get a little sick, and a film set's like a petri dish.
Yeah.
One person starts to get sick, it starts moving around, so you're trying to like keep that at bay.
It's like kindergarten. Everyone's just eating off the floor.
Yeah, it's essentially like
everyone. There's always a craft bowl of like wet cheese, and everyone's just going and then reaching into the wet cheese and just rubbing it. Everyone's like, "Yeah, give me some of that wet, moist cheese."
Pro tip: bring your own snacks.
Yeah, don't do that. Craft, man. That's how you save money.
We had found out that Neil was doing better. Mm-hmm. He'd been released from the hospital. We knew he wasn't going to be able to come the next day, so we had to essentially rewrite one of the episodes to not have Neil in it.
It was like that scene in Apollo 13 where they have all the gizmos on the table, and Ed Harris is like, "You gotta fit this round thing into this square thing."
Yeah, I gotta see the thing.
Yeah.
Wow, they put me in an extra scene.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
The show was the square.
The show was the astronauts. The show is the
show's
astronauts.
square,
The show's the
right?
shuttle. We're trying to bring the shuttle home.
And they're putting the astronauts through the circle.
But the consequences were a touch bigger in our circumstance, because really those astronauts kind of signed up for a dangerous job.
But the problem is, your ego is out of control. Your phone. Sorry.
It's okay. Just take it back wherever you want.
Who wrote this?
Sort of rewrote the scene, focused a little bit more on No Name, which made sense. And the only challenge with that is we basically dumped, 2 extra pages of dialogue on Ben Blais for the next morning, but
which he didn't get essentially till his ride to set.
Yeah, he woke up that morning and he's like, "Oh!" But we knew he could handle it.
Yeah,
and he did.
He did.
He hit it out of the park.
Looks like you got yourself a good old-fashioned sex Let the games begin.
We're day.
I feel like I look really short here. Are you framed to show that I'm not super short?
So at Truck Talk today we have Red, my dog. We're on day 9 of 10 or 10 of 11, depending on how you're counting.
How you keep the track, yeah.
Last night when we wrapped, Mike and I went back to my place, worked on a script, changed one of the scenes up. Love it. Mm-hmm. We think it's working super well. It's better.
It was fun to do rewrites late at night. It felt very very show busy.
Yeah.
Busted out and just writing shows.
Yeah, it was fun. So we did that, and then we started that in the morning. Ben Blais got the brunt of the rewrite, had a lot more lines, took it like a champ, did a great job.
Knocked it out of the park.
Knocked it out. We've been moving quick, but getting great stuff. We have a huge afternoon because, so our average page count per day is around 10 to 11 pages, which is a lot for a show to begin with. And today is a 17-page day. So we got a lot to do. I don't know how many we've done so far, but we have a lot left. So it'll be a fast one.
Yeah, it'll be good. We got into a tiff this morning too.
Yeah, Mike and I had a thing, but it's all good. Red and I are gonna go get a coffee.
He never wants to talk about the fight. You go get a coffee. I'll explain the fight and how you.
No, but this one was legitimately your fault.
Really? That's amazing. That's amazing to hear. Dan has a tendency to, when I speak sometimes, to touch me on the chest and say, okay.
But not like that. I say he. So it started
it's not that hard,
with
but it's
like Dave and I were talking, and Mike came up and said, Blais, and I was like, oh yeah, we're good. Like as in, I hear you. That's a good idea. And Mike took that as, stop shutting me up, man. I
made those sounds.
And he was like, and he was doing all that, right? It was crazy.
I remember it was different. I was like, well, Daryl, we have to shoot out Daryl because he has to leave for a moment. And then Dan was like, that's fine, Mike. Back off. Back off, buddy. You're out of your f***ing element. And then physically removed me.
Yeah, and then how I took it as is Mike's like, hey, Dan, Daryl's got to go early, man. And I was like, yeah, man, that's cool. We're playing for that. Dave and I
no
talked
way.
about the
You never
next
said
setup.
that cool.
So,
You didn't have that laid back.
I don't know. It was like
in his mind, he was on a lounge chair, like drinking lemonade. He's like, yeah, man, it's all good. And I was blazing with fire with arrows shooting out of my eyes.
So,
anyways,
you've been to enough truck talks. I think you know who's telling the truth here, right?
Interesting.
Well,
when we do my confessional later, we'll talk about it.
All right.
And then you
Red,
cut to hard cut me in a different place. But Tim was
good?
so whacked then. What was he talking about?
What do you think?
My
Good?
tailbone hurts from this
All right,
truck
Red's
talk.
good.
Basically, what's happening right now is Jess,
The part might be. Yeah, the part
Jesse,
might be a little bit more.
it's about to break my heart. I mean, we're here drinking. Well, I'm not drinking, I don't drink, but they're all drinking, getting loose, and they kind of go up to my apartment, and I find out the bad news, and it breaks old little Chip's egg of a heart right in half, and makes a heartbroken omelet. It's real sad. It's all because of this she-devil.
Hi, my name is Jesse. I can't help it. Guys just fall on their knees and I don't even,
She's what?
I just said guys fall on their knees, so.
This is for you.
Sorry, not sorry.
Like that. You keep Just kidding. Chip is gonna find a new love interest soon. I'll tell you that much.
No doubt.
Are you Stella?
Yeah, I am.
I'm Corteon.
Hi, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you as well. Welcome to the show. I wasn't here yesterday, so I know it's not your first day. But
This is my first time here.
today? Oh, well, welcome to the set.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Thank you. Hey guys, I'm Stella McCool and I played Trish on the 9th.
Stella McCool has a great presence. She showed up and people were very just like with Furious people, she has an aura. I think people were, even the people who didn't know who she was like, who's this? She's really beautiful and she's really fun and lovely. She's also very laid back and sweet. Like she didn't have an egotistical bone in her body. She was great to work with, but she's certainly impressive. People were impressed with her. And it's like, we've got good cameras, we've got good mics, everything. The small play is really big. So it's just like, you just sit, keep your natural energy there, and then we'll wave it back away. But there's no need to punch it out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, when I walked in, I was very nervous, and I also thought that the people at the bar were extras, but it turns out they were actually drinking there, and they were actually real customers. And then I realized that the filming was actually going on upstairs. But once I got on set, it was amazing. Everyone made me feel really comfortable, and it went by really quickly, actually. I kind of miss it already.
Also, we were shooting that scene with her at the very end of the day. It was also a long scene, and the way we wanted to run it was continuous, which makes it feel a little more like a stage play. For somebody who's not used to that, it can be a little overwhelming. So I think she did great, and it was a lot of fun. And I mean, you can see it on camera. She does great. She has a lot of fun with our cast, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, some guys just feel entitled to talk to women at the bar.
Unbelievable, right?
Right.
It's these three guys. It's No Name, Eclair, Cash, all playing together. We really get a good idea of their dynamic within the show.
Oh, and I think the expectation is because, you know, Claire is adorable and there's reference to him being like a lover, that he's gonna get the girl. And, you know, she is interested in him. I mean, obviously, look at Michael, he's adorable, why wouldn't you be? But then he's not really interested in her, and I think that's a interesting change. I think what you expect it to go, that he's gonna hit it out of the park, and instead, he's like, that's not his style, it's not how he does things. You know, because of that, because he decides to go home early and not go home with her, he's kind of in a way rewarded by sitting in bed and Jesse walking right into his arms. So,
which he doesn't plan for either.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a genuine,
that's his whole
good
thing.
soul.
You can't chase the pitch. You gotta wait for it to come to you, which is what happens.
Yeah.
It's good writing.
Yeah.
I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically performed armed robberies. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Batter scarred shogun. Explosion when my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet shine bright forensics. I inspect you through a future sea millennium. Killer bees sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics. All right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wu-Tang. It's not anything that you should f with. I've heard that. No one Wu-Tang is nothing. It isn't anything. That's right. That's right. Well, there's only one way to follow that up. I can't do it. I'm dying.
That I felt elated after that day because it was a big day. We got it done. And now we're like, home stretch, man. One more day. And all we gotta do is just like, if we could just get this day, we have our show.
Adrenaline was running high. We were feeling great. But as usual, there was no more shooting after this. We were gonna lose the location.
Yeah.
We were gonna lose our time. We had to push a scene or two because of what happened with Neil. So we had to make up some time on our last day. So we were going in feeling good with a lot to do.